The British tried to fight them because, of course, you know, they didn't have respect for black people. They was like, they're slaves. We can go up there and just kill them. These slaves had hands and aim. So they were cold. The Maroons were some cold brothers. Obviously, they were Guyanese warriors that were stolen after a war that they lost, and they were prisoners of war that became slaves. And then they landed in Jamaica, making them Maroons. And so now these people actually led by, let's get the names right, Captain Cudjoe and Queen Nani were the two leaders, one from the east, the other from the west. They thought these people were the same, but these were different people. The Africans split off into two different groups, and when the white people came in trying to fight, they caught two ass whoopings from two different sides. Called that an ass whooping sandwich. Eventually, they had to settle with these people. In 1734, they were given a two-sided treaty. This treaty said that we will give you land, we will allow you to be free, but if our slaves fight, you got to fight the slaves. And they said, okay, because we tired of fighting you niggas, and they went their way. In 1760, a man named Tacky, a warrior and a slave and warrior who lost at war, who actually used to capture and enslave people in Africa, was captured himself and sent over here. His name was Tacky. While being a slave, he gathered everybody together and was like, hey, we can fight these niggas. And eventually, they fought them niggas. The crazy thing is, they did great. Tacky was tearing these niggas up. But remember that bullshit treaty where the Maroons had to come and help? Apparently, one of the Maroon archers shot through and killed Tacky when he wasn't looking. See, apparently the Maroons was like the Huns on Mulan. These had to be some of the coldest niggas ever. After Tacky died, the English put his head up on a spike, and they thought that that would decide to make the rest of the slaves calm down. This didn't work. It pissed the rest of the slaves off, so revolts started to happen a lot more violently and a lot more frequently. This made the British decide to back down. They also thought they were going to be able to call the Maroons again, but eventually the Maroons was like, no, we're going to join the slaves and we're going to fight you too. And they got so sick of the Maroons, they shipped them to Canada. Tell me that ain't some dirty stuff right there. I don't even know how they got them on the boat, but apparently they lied to them. They said that stuff was going to be good and that we're going to be cool. We just going to ship you to somewhere cooler and we just not going to fight no more. They shipped them niggas to Canada and they were very upset about it. Eventually, they went back to West Africa, and some of them actually stayed and never got on the boat and were in Jamaica helping them fight. And from here we get to 1835, known as the Baptiste War. 1835, the Baptiste War had 60,000 slaves come together and plan a peaceful protest towards the capital. They said, hey, we want to go ahead and end this slavery stuff. We're not going to work no more. And they started shooting them. And the soldiers started shooting the slaves. And once they started shooting them, the slaves got mad. You can't shoot 60,000 people. So they rushed the building. They burnt the courthouse. The British soldiers came back. They were mad. They decided to go to a bit of a war. 500 people died. The British realized we cannot keep fighting these wars against these slaves. And 1834, they abolished slavery. You know, nobody ever just abolishes slavery and says, we're going to treat you right, do they? After the abolishment of slavery, the Jamaicans actually said, nah, fuck you, get somebody else to do it. And they did not go back to work for the slaves. They did not go back to work for low wages, and the slave economy began to fall. And what they had to do from here is they had to pull in a bunch of indentured servants from India and China and other places with worse economies than the economy that they were in. When they did that, it created a lot of interracial relationships, and it brought an uprising of people that wanted equality for all races. That's what happened when you make a lot of colors. They be like, hey, how about we treat all the colors the same? In 1914, a very skilled speaker and scholar named Marcus Garvey founded the Universal Negotiation. Founded the Universal Negro Association. He noticed that black people, him being from Jamaica and having roots in Harlem, had noticed that the entire world with black people had similar issues. So his goal was to unify the Americans and the people in the Caribbean to actually decide to form a stronger nation. America did not like that. He is the first nigga they deported expeditiously. They say he talked good. He not from here. We ain't even got to fight or kill this one. Put him on the boat. And they sent Marcus Garvey off, but they didn't kill his idea. They didn't kill his mind, or they didn't kill his mistake. He founded the People's Political Party, and this pushed for independence in Jamaica. And in 1962, Jamaica gained their independence, becoming the first country in the Caribbean to gain their full independence. And the Maroons kept their independence the entire time. If you go to Jamaica, you can find that the Maroon communities are tribal and are still there in the way that they were. Great, right? Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been another episode of Black History That I Never Learned. I am your host, KJ Lee, and we out.